Hello, WCW, and welcome to the final recap for Season 8. With me, as always, Mr. Trueblue. How's it going, man?
It's going fantastic. You know, I was coaching soccer earlier today, taught the kids value of dirty play and sneaky get combined. The refs didn't see anything.
Hey, don't teach the kids to foul.
It's too late, man. And I also want to give a shout out to all 20 people that signed up already. I don't have it locked up in here, but Season 9 signups have been out for 2 days, and we already have 20 people signed up. That's insane. Like, I haven't done any outside recruiting at all. So, props to you guys. Thank you very much.
Yep.
And let's get into it.
And, well, I do also want to say thank you to my brother for making this cool new logo that we've got in the bottom corner there. So, check that out. And we got a fancy animated logo now. I'll be sharing that with everyone for your streams if you'd like to use it. And that said, let's take a look here. We're starting out in Weiss, and our three teams who made the playoffs: Amazons, Kamen Zimmer, These Girls Are Wild, ran wild all season, undefeated, 5-2-0.
Yep.
So well done. They get the bye week from Weiss. And then we've got Kiwi Bird, Less Than Average Joes, and Rex Longbone getting in there with the Red Bastards. So good job to you guys for putting up those really, really good records and getting into the playoffs your first season with those teams.
Yeah, it was an awesome season. Kamen Zimmer proving why Amazons are gross at low TV.
Yep, yep.
Humans are also good at low TV. And then we got Orcs just being the most boring team ever at low TV.
Yep. I do have to say, shout out to Killman and Tater Spyro 412 record. Just barely not enough to get in there.
Yep. So close to forcing some tiebreakers to muck everything up.
Yep. And how about Yup Yup showing at 9th place 232 with Inducement Camry? That's pretty impressive.
It's probably more impressive than the people at the top, to be honest.
All right. Well, let's take a look at the teams.
Same with Kislev having a winning record after a season.
Yep, Kislev having a winning record at the end of Season 1, that is super impressive.
Yep.
All
right, so let's take a look at the teams. We got little bits in here.
Second and third. What did we end up with after one season of Dark Elves? We've got a Blodge Stepper. We've got another Blodge Blitzer. We've got a Blodge Witch as well. So, and a lot of guys on 5 SPP. 3 guys with 5 SPP and a Blitzer who just needs a touchdown to level.
Yeah, this team is looking pretty good, to be honest. I know it wasn't the best season for a little bit, but right now you have some tools to work with.
Yep. Healthy pieces is a good place, and 170k in the bank, so could buy that second Witch now and have a bench, and that's a happy place for Dark Elves to be.
Really is.
All right.
Let's take a look at Sapalicious or Nightshade.
Snow White's Dirty Secret. We've got a couple of guard dwarfs. We've got a blocker that I'm sure is Claw, right? Because one of them's going to roll doubles. A couple of Mighty Blow dwarfs. Yep.
Statistically. Yeah.
So we've got a good level spread across the dwarfs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no perms. This is looking good. I think the only thing I want to see on this team is the next Hobgoblin just to pick up Sure Hands, because that helped me so much in winning games.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And there's some Wood Elf teams running around with Strip Ball out there too, so that can help quite a bit.
Really can.
Puke with his Funky Fever.
The magical return.
We've got the Mighty Blow Agi up Pestigore that you hate to see it, but love to see it at the same time, right?
I mainly just hate to see it. It's just like, it's not trying to go any direction. It's just like, that could still go both ways, and I'm just like, no.
I mean,
I just like the tools, that one specialized piece that can bring on to Nurgle.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Only the one Pestigore at the moment, and still on 2 rerolls, but has 130k in the bank, so could save up 10 more k, pick up that 3rd reroll, or could start looking at picking up another Pestigore. When you've got a Pestigore with 2 skills on it, it's time to hire another Pestigore.
It is, but I think I'd say for the 3rd reroll, just because those are so expensive.
Yep. And still lacking block and wrestle and things across the... You've got 3 warriors with block, but the rest is lacking that, so... Could help avoid some of the 1 in 9 pains.
Yep.
Foxtrot Unicorn. RK Blaze's Necro team here. Looking pretty big at 1430, but a lot of zombies are making up that TV.
I don't hate it. Just follow everybody else.
Big bench, step on things.
Mm-hmm.
Stink in the golf sneaky it is going to help him not get caught on all those fouls he'll be throwing.
It worked in soccer, not going to lie.
All right. The one fleshy, Charlie, who stole multiple MVPs, looking great. The other one, Bravo, he needs to learn how to steal some MVPs. The one thing that really bothers me is where's Alpha on this team?
Not cool enough. Or too cool.
Too
one
cool?
or the other.
Fair enough. I think I would have had to go with Alpha and Omega as Wolves on that team. All right. The Red Bastards. Rex Longbone.
This team is a little bit different after something happened.
Yep. Not to play too much playoff spoiler, but, you know, the playoff game has already been played for this team. And
Yep, it happened earlier today.
they're
It was a
hurting.
quick one.
But this was a excellent looking Orc team, and it's still a pretty good looking Orc team. The Agi bust on the Black Orc is really just an MMG for a Black Orc, right?
Yeah. If anything, he actually gained more than he lost in that game.
Yep.
Just because he got that guard lineman. I basically killed a different Black Orc, but he had the money to replace it immediately.
Right.
So he's in a good spot.
Yep. Thrower needs a level. Throw some passes with that thrower. All right. These girls are wild. Still pending their playoff match. Well, had the bye week, so play next week.
Yeah, they're playing me next week.
So let's take a look at this team. Going into the playoffs, they've got 2 guard. They've got an Agi up blitzer, which is fantastic. Movement 5 dirty player, great. Movement 5 guard, well, you're sad to see the movement down on the guard, but guard is at a premium on Amazon, so yeah. I love the Angela Merkel 1 Roger over there. So yeah, got some good tools on this team.
Yeah, it's got some good tools. It's going to be a rough game for the Amazons, though.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing me next, and I feel bad about it.
Yeah.
I blame you for the bracket.
I take no blame. So, how did the stereotypical ball hogs end up at the end of the season? Let's take a look. We've got the throw raw with the AV up. Oh, I don't know why does the throw raw have an AV up?
Because it's yup. That's why.
Yeah, that's fair. But otherwise, this had to be a fun team to play. I mean, the point of this team is doing the constant inducements. Both your Tomb Guardians are now just a touchdown away from leveling and hopefully picking up block and becoming amazing roadblocks.
Yep.
But I think Hyup was able to do what he wanted and have some fun with this team.
That was the main goal of Yup is to have fun with any team that he plays, and I think this team
helped
him have a lot of fun.
Will this team roll over into the next season? Do we know?
I can check real quick.
All right, we can come back to that. I'm just curious if we'll see Inducement Kimry in a non-fresh division.
All right. Well, I'm looking at him. I think if they were to come back, I'd probably give them a division up, just because. Why not? You know.
Right. All right. Tater Spyro, somewhat dead and yet not. We've got April Ghouls Day. We have double Sure Hand Ghouls. What do you think about that? I don't remember seeing this before.
Uh, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I could see the value in it.
Mm-hmm.
Having one that's just like a defensive ball hawking, just like you got the ball on the floor, now I'm going to pick it up and run away.
Yeah.
Then you have the other one, just pure offensive skills. I could see that, but
It makes
I
them
would rather have a blodger.
Yeah, it makes them redundant if one gets removed or something like that. But I'm kind of with you on that. I really value having the Blodge Ghoul early. But we do have the first Sure Hands Ghouls on 14 of 16, so could become a Blodging Sure Hands pretty shortly.
Yeah, which you love to see.
Yeah. Big bench.
I just think that I would have done it differently.
Yeah, I think so too. But maybe one of these was MNG or something like that, and that made him want Sure Hands for a game. I could see that happening too.
Mm-hmm.
But that said, big bench. That's what you want with some undead. This team could go places, especially with that fast boy mummy.
Yep.
All right. Fiction's Canaanites. Where did we end up?
He is finally ready to win some games.
All right, here we go. We got 5 vamps. That's the way to do it.
Yep. He's got 5 vamps. He has 1 thrall. So the other secrets winning with vamps is apparently have like super thralls, because that's all Iron Master seems to roll.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
But Agi 5 vamp, it's sad to see him AV busted, but you still keep him around because 6-4-5-7 still a hell of a stat line.
It really is. You have your blodger almost ready to level again. A blocker ready to become a blodger.
Yep.
Yeah, you're in a good spot right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And then next up, Power Trip versus Chaos. How chaosy.
They exploded with levels.
All right, so we've got a Mighty Blow, a Sure Hands Goat, a Block Goat, a Block Chaos Warrior, a Dodge Chaos Warrior, which is an investment in the long haul. I'm gonna be a slightly critical here. I hate taking Dodge on a Chaos Warrior this early. Like, to me, you just want either block. You can maybe argue for Mighty Blow, although I don't really like that first on a Chaos Warrior. You can maybe argue for guard, but Dodge is just such a long-term investment that it's going to be a long time before Billy is the player you want him to be.
Yeah, I think he's set up to a point where Billy could kind of be a ball carrier to level up, speed up his level ups.
Sure.
So I think it has opportunity, but it isn't great.
Yeah,
now.
it can be, but that the guard really, or excuse me, the Dodge really starts showing how good it is on a warrior once they have block guard stand firm. So that skill doesn't really come into its own for 3 more levels.
Yeah, well, at Blodge it's still good.
It's
at
still
Blodge
good.
Guard, it's still good. Yeah, like it's still better than the alternative. So
Yeah. All right. Like I say, just being slightly critical there. It's not horrible. It's just the super long haul pick. Next up, we've got some pending levels on page 2 here. So let's look at Mountain Vargoth, Mundungu's team.
he has 1 super warrior, and then everybody else just standing around.
Yep.
At the warrior page. And then he has Sure Hands Beastman I like. Block, strength up. Yeah, there's nothing I don't like on this team.
Yep. And wondering what that Chaos Warrior is going to pick up. Probably a Mighty Blow, maybe a guard. Could be. I don't know. Some strength skill.
Just be strength up, no big.
Probably.
No
Probably. Maybe another Blodger.
Yep.
All right. Less than average Joe's Kiwi Bird 44. He has a catcher with a pending level, which is obviously an agility up, right? What else would it be? And
I don't know. But, so we got to think, what is he going to take against Archangel? So he's playing Archangel, and if he wins that game, he's playing Duberman in playoff. So I would assume the blitzer is 100% taking tackle.
Yep.
Uh,
Not close to close. Blitzer's taking tackle. Catcher probably just taking block. There could be
Blocker,
a shout. There could be a shout for like
Maybe.
diving tackle.
Diving tackle wouldn't be terrible, but I don't think I'd like it without something else to protect it.
Yeah. It depends on what you think your path to the playoffs is, and we know right now ARC is the first step on getting there, and then after that you're going to have another elf from the top bracket of Duberman and it's just Duberman,
Then
isn't
you're
it?
in
Yeah.
the semifinals.
Yeah. So you've got elf is your path to the semis. So yeah, I think you definitely take tackle on up 2% milk. Hollywood Video, I guess it's just block. What do you think?
It's blocker stat.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe if you feel a little bit frisky, you can get guard, but guard wouldn't help you win playoffs. It just help you long term.
Sure. All right. Bat Blood, see if you can find a boat. Have they found a boat at the end of the season? They found a couple of injured players, Cabin Boy and Pilot. Looks like
I think that was the Norsoff at the end of the season.
MNG and a agility bust. The agility bust doesn't matter on the
Fine.
lineman. Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty much fine with anything as long as it isn't AV or strength.
Right. So that said, we've got a nice Palmer. We've got a Fend on our ball carrying lineman, which is pretty sweet actually.
Yeah, we got some sweet Ulfs,
Mm-hmm.
so he's in a good spot.
Yep. All the positionals are looking pretty healthy. Need a runner, and we can afford it. So let's buy a runner.
Yeah, runner and a lineman.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I talk trash but get beat. We've got a Roger. He's really favoring the wrestle on the lineman, which I'm okay with, but movement 6, they are pretty slow once they get back up after wrestling.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I think having a couple of wrestle is nice, just to open up a gap here or there.
Yep, sure. And other than that, we've got a Roger, a Blodger. We need to repurchase a Blitzer and a reroll, and we're short on cash, so little straps for cash.
It's been a rough season for them, but they stuck it out. They started getting some levels near the end. It's nice to see.
Yep. This would be an excellent team to stick in a postseason punch-up competition and get a little bit of money, get you a positional on it.
Yep.
All right. And Calarix for Agi Mary Sue's. I get the feeling this team's probably not coming back for Caleric, but he does have a really nice fast boy war dancer.
Yeah, he has like solid pieces,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't think he's going to come back and play what else after this season. It's just a rough season for him.
Yeah. He has just taken a beating. He's been on one war dancer for most of his games because if one's not out, the other one is. Unfaltering protagonist, not living up to his name at all.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Creature of Finkenstrain, very narrowly missing the playoffs. We got a level up on Cooking the Ghoul, and other than that, we've got a good-looking Guard Mummy, a Blodge Ghoul. I love the Killer White with just going straight palm right out the gate.
Yep. He's going to
yeah.
struggle a little bit with the agility teams, but other than that, I like the team and how it's being built up.
Yeah, I think Dr. Finkenstrain should get those 6 points ASAP and pick up some tackle. I think that would help him a lot in some of the agility matchups.
Yeah, wrestle is probably a good shout on the Ghoul.
Mm-hmm.
Buy the third Ghoul. You're feeling good about the situation.
Do you go up to 3
He seems
ghouls?
about ready to
I'm kind
explode.
of a fan on Undead of just running 2.
I think 3 is the sweet spot.
Okay. Bigelow's Bouncing Bears putting together a winning season with some Kislev, and he's got another fast boy.
Oh, this team is great.
It is.
it's built differently than I think I would have done it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's looking good.
Yep.
And obviously has a winning record, so whatever he's doing, it works.
Yeah, whatever you did last season, keep doing it. Nerves of Steel dodge. Johnny is a piece that is not the way I would expect that to get built, but it's obviously working for him. So keep doing it.
Yeah. I love the Fast Boys.
The Fast Boys are amazing. All right, Malkranos is the Beer Pounders. They've been pounding beers and pounding faces with a couple of Mighty Blow Ulf and a Mighty Blow Berserker. This runner has picked up Dodge and Sure Hands, so that is an excellent ball carrier for Norse. That's perfect.
Yep. You got the ball carrier, you got one Zerker almost at palm, you want to get the other Zerker some love, you want to get the Ulf some love, but an Ulf is pretty much done, essentially. It's looking like a good team.
Couple of movement busted linemen in the last game, it looks like, but they'll be back to do their job standing on the LOS.
Yep, and you have enough money, I think it's time to get into the Yeti.
Yep, I can see that. All right, programming is life. Benfill. My favorite team in the world, Lizards. How these Lizards doing? Well, we've got a Blocksaurus, and a Mighty Blowsaurus. So we've got... And the Mighty Blowsaurus, he's doing work. He's on 13 of 16. So he's getting ready to be Block Mighty Blow.
Yeah, he's 4 casualties inflicted. Nice.
Good job. He has a
Just go
confirmed kill. Only 1 MVP.
Let's go palm.
Just go palm right up. No. You get tackle. Duh. Or break tackle.
Just palm.
Just palm?
Yeah, just palm.
Don't just get palm. All right. Fail City Misfits. Now, this is the team where you go just palm. Just palm.
Yeah, no. That's not what you do. You just go, just claw palm.
Just claw palm? No, you go palm before claw. Palm does more work than claw palm, or than claw mighty blow.
You can mix it up.
Okay. Claw. You alternate claw and mighty
go
blow.
Claw. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I love how this team isn't just hiding what it's trying to do. It's just like, I'm trying to murder you. I know Rarar is already signed up for next season, so his murder rampage is going to continue.
what is up with Ree taking Sure Hands and Mash taking an Agi up? Like, these guys are not on the plan.
He needs to win sometimes, okay?
I mean, there's an obvious plan with the rest of the team, and those guys just aren't team players, is what I feel.
No, they're not.
All right, and that is the end of our review for Weiss. So let's go over to, and we're going to hit all the divs this time. So we're going up to Nelson next, and let's take a look at the leaderboard. JJ Cash taking down the victory for the division 6-1-0. That's a hell of a record. That's what I expected out of a JJ Cash.
Yes, sorry, I'm doing the admin thing since I forgot about it.
No, okay, no problem. Well, I'll keep it flowing, and the other two. This is one of my favorite divisions. So She a Bad Witch, Grip This, taking some Dark Elves to the playoffs, and then my favorite. No offense to JJ and Grip This, but the true winner of Nelson, Trunkhead, taking Gobos into WCW playoffs. The first Goblin team, the first stunty team to make playoffs in WCW.
Yes, and they did it. It was fantastic. Velociraptor, he just couldn't close it out. All it needed was a win.
Yep. The murder party just needed a little bit more murder. Didn't quite get there.
But Velociraptor's team is nasty. This is just an awesome division.
Yep.
Lots of fun here.
Well, let's take a look at the teams and see where everyone ended up. Sharptooth LLC. We got some more lizards. Adzaz. Is that how you say it? Adzaz or Adzaz? I'm not sure.
I say Adisaz.
Adzaz. All right.
Yeah.
So we've got a beautiful strength up Saurus. Can we turn on what do you call that? The marketplace for players?
No,
We
not
might
for
need
you.
to we might need to make some deals for some strength up Sorai.
Not for you.
All right, and then we've got a poor movement busted Saurus, and then we've got a block mighty blowsaurus, and then hiding down at the bottom, we've got a block frenzy and a block tackle. So good development on all these Saurus. We've got a skink who managed to take wrestle diving tackle. So I imagine he's looking to pick up jump up.
He's just gonna get strip ball, obviously.
Strip ball, okay, yeah. And then we've got another diving tackle skink, or excuse me, another sidestep skink pending a level. This is a pretty excellent team. Where's the Coxagore? We need to hire a Coxagore. We've got the cash.
He hasn't had a Cox all season, and I think that's one thing that this team could use is just a road gap, just a stopgap road grader type player, so that way the skinks can start doing some work because he has some skinks that can do some work.
Yeah, I'm sure Aramco likes doing his Coxagore impression, but putting a real Coxagore next to him.
Yeah.
All right. Good looking team.
Yeah.
Next team, the K-Town Killers, Orcs 1370 from Mateo. How are these Orcs holding up?
They look good.
Yep.
They look good.
They look real good. I love the Agi Up Blitzer. That is a playmaking piece right there. It's another case of, oh man, too bad he got Mighty Blow, but you know,
No,
so what?
I go with this one because it has block.
Yep. Yeah, sure.
So it's just like the other Pestigore, it's just like it's lacking reliability and all the things it's trying to do.
So the
This
Agi
one
Up
at least
piece,
has some reliability.
the Agi Up piece is a vanity pass away from leveling.
Yes.
What do you take on a normal level? Because on a normal level, I'm thinking Frenzy.
I like tackle.
I like Frenzy, but either way, I don't think either one would be a bad choice. On doubles, Dodge, easy.
Yep.
And then other stats, you just go, what am I going to do with this stat freak?
It's an awesome player. He has enough cash that he can replace the Black Orc and the lineman and not have any injured players and be on 13.
Yep. Morgnas, the thrower, already has accurate. So
He has someone to throw to. That's the fun thing.
And he has someone to throw to. So that actually gets to be... Orcs with a passing game can be pretty nasty. I've seen some Orc teams. There was one in Rebel that had like 2 Agi Up blitzers and a strong arm accurate thrower. And all of a sudden, they're looking like an elf team a little bit.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
So I really like that team. He has the cash to replace everything too, which is awesome. We got Rusty Shackleford.
Yep. PU2.
Ooh. Okay.
Fast Boy Nurgle Warrior. Mighty Blue and a Stand Firm Warrior. I like those.
The Stand Firm is a bit spicy. I don't
Yep.
know if I would have gone that, but I like it, actually. And it's almost there. You can just give it guard next.
Yep. Stand Firm is an excellent skill. I think an often underrated skill, especially on a team like Nurgle who wants to get in your face and base, and if they can't push you away, then he just gets to punch you back, so you're generating more blocks.
Yeah, I like it. He has enough cash for his next Nurgle Warrior. He has his Pestigores wrapped up. He has a Kick Rodder that's probably, going to get Dirty Player? Like, you kicked, then you did your job?
Kick Dirty Player is good. You can also just give it, like, Wrestle or something and have it be...
Yeah, block or Wrestle.
Yeah. Just have it be a normal fodder piece once it does its kicking job.
Yeah, I like the team.
Yeah.
That's a double AV busted player. Did that happen in one block? Because it can.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you just fire that dude. AB6.
That's hilarious.
Just get rid of that guy. Come on now. All right. Next up, Chaos Murder Party, a Velociraptor. We've got the cult leader, who is Clawguard Tentacles.
Amazing. Yeah,
Yep.
just amazing. Yeah, unfortunately, Chad, who's almost at his next level, which I'm assuming will be Claw.
Yep.
You got a killer. You just need to get Palm. The dodge piece obviously got busted up because that's not how you build a killer.
So I want to know, where do I sign up to get to play lizards with claw access?
This team.
Yeah, that's where can I sign up?
Well, you're already trying it. Like, I had my Nurgle that were lizards, and then they died the next game.
Yep. I actually love this team. The Chaos Murder Party looks awesome.
Chaos Murder Party 16.
Chaos Murder Party 16. You're looking good there, A Velociraptor. Keep it up.
Yeah, I love it.
Ratty Day, the winners of the division, and you look here and you see you've got 2 movement up gutter runners, and you go, oh yeah, these guys won. Okay.
Yeah. It's just such a hard team to beat.
Yeah.
Just because if you're even TV, they have the better tools. If you're above them in TV, they're going to get a wizard and they have some good tools. And if you're below them, well, they just have the tools to beat you and recover after whatever you throw at them.
This team looks very, very much like Golgothan's Rats did like a couple seasons ago. Because basically you've got the big hand, sure hands gutter who is just, a few levels away from being the insane Scry's creep that is the first legend in WCW who just does everything. You've got the natural one-turner. You've got the other wrestle 2 heads guy who's just going to put the ball on the ground all the time and let the other players run away with it. It's real hard to play against a team that has this kind of tool set.
Yeah, and he has so many linemen that he can just...
And it's healthy!
Get by them.
It's all healthy!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so... That's an excellent-looking Skaven team. Very scary. Alright, grip this. Shia Bad Witch, another playoff team.
They already played their game, and they are beat up.
They are a little bit beat up here. Quickshaft McGinnis, the runner... is MNG, I think. Yep, MNG and
Mortran is MNG. Galeron is movement busted.
Movement busted. But that said, we've got Galdilil, who is leveled up, and he's a Agi 5 blitzer, which is a great
he's
piece.
Obviously going to get something crazy good,
right?
And not take dodge.
We've also got the Mighty Blow Agi up blitzer, which is, basically the dream. Doubles and a stat point on your key positional. And then the movement 8 blitzer, so getting into the point of having decent one-turn potential with that guy.
Yeah, I think probably you go... Do you go second witch or third reroll?
With as much block as was on this team, I would go second witch.
Okay, fair enough. I just think there isn't enough dodge, so I'd go third reroll.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, you could go either way. I really like having the witches. They're great tools.
They are great tools, but I guess I just favor more reliability from them. But
sure.
Overall, great team. Spoiler alert, he already won his game. He's going up against Golgotha next.
The one thing I will add on to with in the playoffs, maybe you make a different decision. If you're just building the team for overall for a season, you're running a runner on this team. As soon as he levels, he's getting leader.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's take a look at Trunkhand's Goblins.
Yeah. Chainsaw Inc.
So we've got a Fanatic with block. That's a double, isn't it?
Yes.
So, and that's also a nightmare. Wow. Okay. And then we've got the Looney with. This is a team. This is a team.
I don't even know what loonies get on normals. Oh, they get agility on normals. Okay.
Yep. Yep. So there you go. That's a team.
Yeah. I like this team. It's ready to face the killiest team in WCW.
This is the killiest team in WCW. I don't know what you're talking about.
This team is scary.
With the amount, picture the inducements that are about to come in here. We're gonna have what? We're gonna have the other Fanatic, the Star Player Fanatic, and the Star Player Looney, and 3 bribes, and still have money.
Ripper with how much cash he has.
Well, you can only get 2, so maybe you get Ripper and A Fanatic?
2 chainsaws?
Do you go 2 chainsaws or 2 Fanatics?
I think you go 2 chainsaws.
I think the Fanatic's better against
I
Chaos.
don't know. You have so much options.
Yeah, I don't know.
So many
You could also go double big guy. You could get like Ripper, and there's another big guy you can get, isn't there?
You can go Morg. Yeah, you can just go Morg and Ripper.
There you go.
And then that's all of your money.
Well, whatever it is, good job, Trunkhead, and I'm excited to see Goblins in the playoffs. I want to see them win around.
Yeah, that'll be fun, but it'll be difficult against this next division that we're going to talk about.
All right, going into Dillinger.
Yeah, so he's going up against Boba, and now we're looking at all the Dillinger teams, and Boba's in Dillinger, so that'll be fun to look at.
So the winner of Dillinger, hands down, Duberman.
Yeah,
the Sithral
undefeated
Wardens,
season.
taking it down handily. And then Boba putting up a heck of a season himself, 3-3-1, only 1 defeat for the season. That's a heck of a record. 1870 Chaos with the Boba's Bounty Hunters. And then Angray getting it done with his Blodge group of Amazons, 1 Die Palmy, 3-2-2.
Yeah, so he got it done that way, but Lawcrest won the head-to-head tiebreaker.
Oh, yep, my bad. So yeah, Lawcrest getting the tiebreaker head-to-head versus Angray, edging him out of the playoffs. So yep, Team Hacky Yorks, our 3rd playoff seed. And yeah.
Yep, we got Christy Maya, Striker, Grazy, Goblin Marine. I know Grazy's already said that he's re-rolling to Ogres, I believe.
Yep, and Goblin Marine, I believe, is bringing something else next season. I'm not sure what, though.
Totally Goblins, I swear, is the rumor.
Okay, Necro, scary. All right. Let's take a look
I'm
at the
glad that you
teams.
knew the reference immediately.
Yeah, I've played that team already.
Yeah.
All right, the marinated meat, Maritime marinated meat, probably
The
taking a
retired
short retirement after this. Still some scary players on here. Sninluch is great. The 4th Errol of Earfart, a Claw Troll, pretty cool. This is really a sick bunch of players. The big hand Agi 4 Weebang just picks up the ball wherever he wants.
Yeah, the just hard part is getting the ball free.
Yep. And well, I mean, even then, you've got Sneed Venom, the wrestle tackle horns. It's got all the tools.
It does have the tools. I think a small break is good for Goblin Marine from them, just to kind of reset, recalibrate when he comes back.
Yep.
Because if he ever comes back to them, they have the tools to win.
All right, Ender Shadow, Striker OD's Lizard Bunch. We've got Ender the Croxagore, who is a Bloxagore with break tackle and stand firm and guard.
Oh, do you have the link of his last game?
Oh.
Pop it up real quick.
I don't know if I do. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it. Why don't you talk about his team while I look?
All right, so we have Petra, who is shadowing. He wants to get shadow on everybody. He just sucks at getting it. The strip ball skink, I told him that was a great shout, and then he did it. Amazing. You got Deke, amazing ball carrier. Fly Molo. Is that just MG? That's just MG.
Yep.
Yeah, but you don't have quite enough cash to replace Shen. You might want to think about doing the no TV limit knockout if you want to get the cash to replace him. So, yeah. Looking like a fun team.
I can't find the link, but go on Reddit and find the Tarzan OD clip and watch it.
Yes.
It's good stuff. Oh, the double pals. The double pals uphill from a skink to sack the ball last game, and the just joyous cry of Striker when it happens.
Yes. But, quick thing, I am on Bobophobic looking at his team.
Okay. Boba's Bounty Hunters.
And I hate the skill that he took
What do you take?
on Mr. Space Dandy.
I can't even see what skill he took. Disturbing Presence. That is a coward skill.
I wanted to see him get jugs so bad.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. No, Disturbing Presence is good. I was thinking it was Foul Appearance.
Yeah, disturbing presence, like, it stops like some pass plays a little bit, but I think I would have gone Jugs. I guess it's just me. He has other blitzers, so that's probably the reason why he went disturbing presence.
Yeah, you really want your big guy to be a roadblock of a player, and with the tentacles route that he's going, he just wants to stick that guy in the area of catchers and make their life miserable. And with those skills, he'll do it.
Yep. But we got Beastman that's ready to get Palm. We have another one that's ready to get Claw.
Mm-hmm.
We have Django, who is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We got some good support warriors. Well, this is just a nasty team. I'm glad I'm on the other side of the playoff bracket. So this team was playing Trunkhead in the first round.
Yeah, this team has to play the killiest team in WCW.
Yes.
All right.
This is the killiest team, I think.
No, I think the Goblins maybe. Look, it is a battle for who is the killiest team in the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right, Lacrosse Team Happy Orcs. We've got Lewis, who is a blitzer, who's got a pending level. But other than that, this is a heck of a team. Ruck is just a nightmare with all the skills in the world. Tackle, mighty blow, piling on, jump up, grab.
Jugs. I think I would have gone Jugs over Grab. I can accept it, though. I think Grab has some value.
Hawk is going Jugs, so Grab is going to get it done over here.
Yeah. But overall, this is just a nasty orc team. This is the best orc team in WCW, easily.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just need some stat freak agi up blitzers to go with these mighty killer blitzers.
Yes.
All right.
Ooh. Mr. Blocky.
The Gold Blood Knights, Grazie's group of Bretts, or excuse me, not Grazie. Yeah.
So he was so upset with them that he's going to Ogres, even though I love the team. But he lost his ball sacking piece, and I think that's why he's dropping the team.
And it's a shame when you lose your ball sack.
Yeah, because his strength 4 strip ball.
Yeah, strength 4 strip ball. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a shame to lose. Still got some good blitzers here. All right.
Yeah, it's a good team. And you know, shadowing. He must have been drinking the Striker OD Kool-Aid right there.
Is that or is that
It's shadowing. He has shadowing.
Is that a 300 shout out?
No, if it's 300, he'd also have frenzy.
Well, could still have it.
Yeah.
All right. Duberman, the Sithral Wardens, 1400 Wood Elves, and yeah, we've got the Movement 9 catcher with the Sprint Sure Feet, and we've got the movement up, movement down War Dancer. Yeah, what's up?
Do you go third reroll or do you go tree?
You know, when you asked that, I was like, this team doesn't have 3 rerolls? I'm shocked. I don't know. I think I would be tempted to go tree.
Yeah, I think there's not a bad shout either way.
Yep. That's a tough one. He has the full complement of catchers, so you've got kind of your backup catch on that. Everyone's picking up on a 2+, so those shouldn't be too hard. And yeah, I think you can just get the tree and try and have a little bit more survivability.
Yeah, I think the tree is what I would do, but I wouldn't hate having a third reroll. I wouldn't go thrower if I had the choice.
All right. Angray, his 1 die Palmy, barely missing the playoffs. Yep.
Yeah.
This is a sweet team.
He lost the Blitzer recently.
Yeah. But she has been replaced with Diane the Stubborn.
Yeah, but the other Blitzers are all really good. I think you're only missing Stand Firm on them.
Yep. 2 Raj pieces and like a million Blodge pieces. That's real hard to deal with teams that don't have a lot of tackle.
Yeah, and then as soon as you get some more guard, this team is just going to be scary.
Yep.
I never... In an internal league format, you can't be too mad at Amazons, even though Iron loves to hate them.
Well, I mean, some people just hate Amazons, but that
Yeah.
I have to say you have to give mad respect to the Amazons because that is tough in an Eternal League. They don't have the pure stat scaling that a lot of other teams have.
Yep.
All right, Callisti Maya's Lords of Obey. There's just too many good rat teams. There's too many good rat teams.
I think he was the one rat team that didn't have a bullshit piece, and I think that changed.
Yeah, he's got the bullshit piece now in Retina, the one turner. He's got the Claw Mighty Blow Storm Vermin, who's just looking to level up to get the piling on and have the complete skill package.
The Giant of Boston. I love it.
Yep.
Yes, I like the team. I think the only thing I'd probably consider is dropping Mr. Brainwash. Obviously, he brainwashed you into keeping him this long.
Yeah.
Sure, he has 2 level ups, but so you get a movement back, and then you have a chance at 2 better level ups.
That's true. Those are both normals, and you can level up a gutter runner fast. And gutter runners aren't super expensive either. So
yeah, they're only 80k. I would probably do that if I was Callisti.
Yep, I can see that.
Yeah, so the playoff teams from here was Lawcrest. He already played his game versus Grip.
Mm-hmm.
Grip won that, and that was one of the craziest finishes, so if you have a chance, you should just watch at least the last little bit of it.
Yep.
We got Boba Phobic, who's playing against Trughead. Duberman is playing the winner of Arc versus Jay Fienstar.
Yep.
Alright, and now we go to Capone.
All right. Diving into Capone, straight to the leaderboard. Top of the board here, Golgothan, with the comeback season that I believe I predicted. Started out 1 and 2, and then I said he's going on a tear, and did he ever go on a tear, taking it to 502.
Yep.
So good job, Golgothan, taking it down. And then some Lucker Noob, True Blue, getting second place with some chorfs.
Is it really being a Lucker Noob if I've made playoffs 4 times now?
Lucker Noob.
Okay.
And then we had the 3-way tie. Nightmare of tiebreakers.
3-way tie, and it also went down to the best defense tiebreaker.
Went down to our last tiebreaker. If we were tied on that, which I believe Valk and I we were screwed.
Yeah, because we've never had anything. So we need to sit down and actually come up with a full list of tiebreakers.
Yeah. It shouldn't have to go that far down, but hey.
I think having the little bit longer of a season will also help with that.
I think so. Give you a little bit more time to differentiate the teams. But we had 3 teams in Capone with a 3-1-3 record, and I think this just speaks to how tight Capone was. Archangel getting the tiebreakers and making the playoffs.
Quick timeout.
Yep.
Every other division, you had an undefeated division winner.
Mm-hmm.
No team win. Every single team had 2 losses in this division.
Yep. No one made it out alive.
Yeah. Every win you earned in this division.
Yep. And I mean, our last season's champion
finished 8th.
Finished 8th. I mean, this is our current champion. This is the title holder.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. But it's just a really tough division. We have S Hunter, who's always in the hunt. Mm-hmm. Somehow didn't make it this season.
Yep.
But yeah, I could go on and on about how difficult this division was.
All right.
Entirely.
Well, let's take a look at the teams. Our winner, Golgothan.
Yeah, so he is playing Grip with this team.
One of the most beat-up sets of Storm Vermin. These guys have been just taking perm after perm for the last few seasons and still staying on the roster.
I don't know how you guys are perming them because I can't break a fly versus them.
I wouldn't be surprised if I was responsible for a couple of those myself. But, yeah, you just keep punching them and keep punching them. And the first perm will never stick because that's when the Apo comes out and then you perm them again.
Yeah, I can't even do that. like, I'm jealous of people that can do that, but his linemen, he has everything that he needs. He has a deep roster. This is a tough team to beat.
Yep. Yep. This the first legend in WCW, Scry's Creep. Look at that skill set.
Yeah.
That's a gutter runner right there.
Yeah. Iron. Even the bottom teams were hard to beat. I only beat Neely Man somehow, some way, through the grace of Nuffle after I rolled a double skull when I should have tied versus him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought my playoffs chances were over after I saw that double skull on turn 15.
Yep. It was a tough division for sure. All right, Skinky, and we know it. I don't know how this team's not in the playoffs. They must have a terrible coach.
Obviously, their coach sucks, or else there wouldn't be a dead Crocs that he had to replace in 3 M&Gs for when he had to play pro.
I think letting the Crocs die was a good decision by this coach.
No. So you see, you previously heard that that he had a roster spot right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
After M&G and a certain Bull Centaur.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, and then like the next block, you're just like, just kidding. Just, like swept it under.
Yeah. No. Never mind. You're gone. Get out of here.
Yeah. Like you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Just like no.
Yep. Yeah, but Turbo Skink getting the movement up has put this team kind of on another level. We're able to do just some absolute bullshit with this team.
Yeah, it speaks volumes when you're able to score 3 TDs while only having 3 Saurus.
3 Saurus, yeah. We scored a touchdown per Saurus that game.
Yeah.
All right,
but that's that team that obviously sucks because of their coach.
Yeah. Now we've got S Hunter's team, who has continued to add players to the roster this season, to the point of I think we've got a full squad here.
We actually have a 12th player.
We've got a bench.
Yeah,
Aerial Assault has a bench for the.
Good. I think he's gonna fire him though.
I'm just saying this team has a bench for the first time in I think like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, S Hunter has done his job. I think Burner either gets like guard or he gets fired.
That makes sense.
Would you agree?
At Agi 3, you may just fire him anyways. You want him doing.
Well, if you get guard, I could see keeping him since he's block step guard.
I mean, you could just give him diving tackle and say go stick on a guy and leave him there because block step diving tackle. But yeah.
I think that there's value in certain level ups there.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Man Bear Horse. You want to talk about this squad of Lucker noobs?
Yeah, so what an amazing team here. Al Horse does his thing. We got every single Chork blocker actually leveled up for the first time ever.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all producing something.
Koala getting
amazing.
the greediest touchdown for a level.
That wasn't greed. That was actually very tactical in my game versus Rex, where if the lightning bolt was going to come down, I needed my sure hands piece to be ready to pick it up.
Hey, we said that during the stream.
Yeah, I know. Initially, you're just like, this is so greedy, and then you saw my positioning the next turn, and you're just like, this is less greedy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was in a lucky position that playoff game. I'm in a lucky position because the bracket was not built as well as it should have, and I'll take the blame for that, even though I want to shift it to you.
Fair enough. All right. Good looking squad. Good luck in the playoffs. Valk G, firstborn of Arda.
Yeah, so this is the second time that I've chosen a winner before the season, and they haven't made playoffs.
Yeah.
Last season it was Lawcrest. This season it was Valk.
Okay, so I think we officially 2 makes it a curse. So whoever True Blue picks for winner next season, you're not making playoffs.
Yeah.
in before True Blue picks me.
I was actually talking to Iron. I think he has a really good shot next season.
Oh man, don't do it to him. Don't pick him. Don't do it.
Yeah, but I love this. I love the Valkyrie team. He can get a bench and a third reroll.
Yep, that's awesome.
A roster third reroll.
And we've still got the strength up boys. We've got the Spirit of Fire over there, who is probably my favorite piece on the team.
Spirit of Fire. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Amazing piece. Like, this is just an amazing team. I think he's gonna really do well next season when we kind of spread the love of agility and bash teams.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Children of the Void, Archangel's team going to playoffs.
Somehow, some way off of the tiebreakers.
Somehow, some way off the tiebreakers, and there's like half a team here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still has Colossus.
Still has Colossus.
That's going to be hard to beat.
Colossus is the team.
Yeah. Blodgers and Colossus.
Yep, the strength 4 Witch Elf up there.
Yeah, awesome team, though. He used to have all 4 catchers, and then they just kept on dying.
Yep. But he can get it done with this group. He's shown it all season, so...
Yeah, he's a talented coach, no doubt about it. But let's go to the derpiest of the derp squads.
I thought we were going to Iron Master's team.
Yeah, that's the derpiest of the derp squads.
No, we already looked at the Chorfs.
No, look at it.
This team is awesome. We've got the fast boy with an agi up. That's amazing. We've got the fast boy with the strength up. That's amazing. This is great. The guard. You know, Thralls have strength access on normals now.
Apparently. Except for CD Juice Jr. because he doesn't need it.
Well, I mean, you just want one block tackle.
Yeah. But Factory Worker is amazing.
Yep.
He has a 4th reroll now that he hasn't had before. He's also signed up for the no TV limit knockout, which the rest of you guys should consider it.
So once he gets to whatever the price is, 100 and whatever K, do you get the 6th vampire? No?
I want to say yes, but he's told me no.
I would love to see a 6th vampire. That would be amazing.
I want to say yes, but he has told me no.
I think you get the 6th vampire and put it on the bench just to send a message.
Yeah, but he's told me that's just not smart. For some reason, keeping over 100K on the bench is not smart.
It's not about smart. It's about sending a message.
Yeah. All
right. The Celebrats.
That's Buster Blast.
Last season's champions, not making the playoffs this season. Still a fantastic looking rat team.
Yeah, really good team. I think I would have preferred sidestep instead of jump up on Jesus Christ. Just a minor thing, but Antonio Banderats is probably if Vandy passed away from being a Palmer. Not Palmer, Claw Mighty Blow piece. This is another team that could probably see value in the no TV limit knockout.
Just get those couple of extra levels onto like Antonio Banderats, who's just a point away. Possibly even getting Bradley Portman leveled up and picking up something fantastic.
Like Claw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that you go into that game with a goal of you don't care if you win. Essentially, like
go
if
for
you
SPP.
win, it's awesome, but you just go for Antonio Banderats level.
Yep.
Next season starts.
Bradley Portman touchdowns.
Yes. But,
all right.
That was it.
That's our teams. That's our season. Any closing thoughts?
Let's see. I think we talked about all the playoff games. Let's predict the last 2 that haven't been played yet.
Okay, what do we got?
We got Fiendstar versus Archangel.
Okay. Fiendstar versus Archangel. Fiendstar is on... I'm sorry. I'm forgetting teams.
So if you take a look in it, you can see the invited teams as well.
Oh. Yep, hang on one second. Let me get over to that.
So we're looking at least 12-20 versus that team. He gets 3 people.
So we've got Elven Union, Archangels Elven Union versus the humans.
Keemstar, as of
the
right
less than
now,
average
has
Joes.
been inducements.
I think I got to go with the Rebel Champ Arc taking that one down.
I'm gonna go with Keemstar. He has some inducements he can work with, so he doesn't have to worry about a wizard. If he gets tackled like I think he should, he has a mighty blow tackle piece that can just melt through the rest of them from the Pro Elves.
All right, and then we've also got Bobophobic versus Trunkhead, with Trunkhead getting 800,000 in inducements.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Goblins got that hands down, easy peasy.
All right, I'm gonna go with Boba. I would laugh so hard if he lost because he only has
I have to cheer for Stunties. Stunties.
I understand that. Yeah, and then so that's pretty much the recap. But I was wondering if you had time to do the quick thing to show how we're gonna do the randomization process for divisions.
Let me see if I can pull up. So, what we will be doing is random.org, right?
Yeah, random.org. Oh man, we get to see the back end.
So we will show this on the day that we draw the actual teams. So essentially, we'll put in a list of teams into this little randomizer.
Yeah, and the list randomizer, we're going to separate it agility-based versus bash-based teams.
Yep. And then we will hit random, and Team 2 would be the one we picked here, and that would get seeded into one div. And then, well, I don't know. How exactly are we going to do it? Are we just going to enter them all in, then, like, evens go into one div, odds go into the other?
No. So what we're going to do, I guess we could do that.
Yeah,
that'd
it'd be
actually
quicker.
Speed up the process.
Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll enter all the bash teams in, so you'll have bash teams 1 through 8, and we'll hit random. Even teams go into Capone, odd teams go into Dillinger. Then we'll do the same thing with Agi teams and split those out so that we get a somewhat balanced, more balanced, grouping of teams. And so we don't end up with 6 bash teams in one division and 2 Agi teams and vice versa, like we did this season.
Because we had 5 bash teams and 5 agility teams, 3 bash teams in Capone. Then we had just the opposite in Dillinger.
Yep.
So it was rough.
So the random.org list randomizer will be the tool that we're using. We're just going to stick everyone's names in here, hit randomize, and then we'll have our divs.
Yep, and that's how we're going to make Capone and Dillinger. Other divs, you've missed everything, S-Censor. Other divs are just going to be made just like previously.
All right. And I don't know if you saw it, S-Hunter, but take a look at the logo down in the bottom corner that we have. Super cool logo. All right.
Yes.
That said, that's all I got. Anything else, Mr. True Blue?
No, that's it. We're waiting for 2 playoff games to get announced. That way we could try to announce who's going to be streaming them, because we want those games streamed.
All right. Sounds good. We'll see you next time.